Morning, everyone. We're going to go ahead and open up in prayer at this time. Heavenly Father, we just come before you this morning, thanking you for this day that you have made, and thank you, Father, for the Delano Hometown Heroes Committee who has worked to put this event together, and thank you for all our military personnel who have served in our military and those who are actively serving. We pray for blessings upon them, upon their families, upon those who have lost loved ones. We just pray for the breakfast this morning. Thank you for this facility that has provided this wonderful breakfast. We ask that you bless this breakfast and this day, the upcoming event. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Military first.
We're going to start off with military first. Go ahead, guys. Women and men. Great turnout, guys. It's great to see all the veterans and maybe some first responders here in the audience. Do I have the Air Force represented here? Come on, guys, make noise. Make some noise. Let's go. I'm trying again. Is the Air Force in the house?
Yeah!
How about the Army?
That's hey, here early.
Army. Do I have the Army in the house? Marine Corps. How about the Navy? Recreating branches? I think I got them all. Coast Guard. Anyone from the Coast Guard? We're too far from the sea for that.
Space Force.
Welcome, President. Welcome, everyone. If you don't know who I am, my name is Joe Lindahow. I'm the president of the Delano Hometown Heroes Committee, and I just want to welcome you to our breakfast this morning. I want to introduce, before we get started on our short program, introduce you to our committee members. Our Vice President, Edwin Felix. If you can come to the stage, please. Edwin Felix. Our Board Secretary, Rosa Lugo. She here? Rosa, why don't you come on up? Our Treasurer, Michelle Wiggins. Come on up. Board Member D. Tinko Hardesty. Board Member Sally Garcia. Board Member Zaina Cheney. Board Member Annette Weezer Salem. You got too many last names. Okay? Keep up with the hyphens. And Board Member Pastor David Vivas.
Yes, sir.
Board Member Susan Villaruz. Come on in. Board Member Arnie Morris. Right here behind the camera. I think we still have Board Member Claire Gutierrez. I think she's still on the board, right? And then Board Member Lori Guzman. Come on up. These are the good folks that put in all the work to put not only the parade on, but this breakfast and other events are going to happen throughout the community. So let's give them a big round of applause. Good job, guys. I want to, yeah, you're good. You guys are good. Yeah, now get to work. Get to work. I want to thank our sponsor for the breakfast, El Rey Restaurant. We want to thank owners Adrian and Amelia Gonzalez and their son Matt Gonzalez. Good job, guys. We got good reviews on the food, Amelia, so good job. Thank you so much. Thank you for your hospitality and your generosity to our veterans. Let's see, I want to introduce the Grand Marshal to you. This year our Grand Marshal is Roger Gadiano. Before he comes up, you also have a program at your table. That's a little bit more expanded version of his biography, but I wanted to read just a little snippet of what we published on social media about Roger. Roger Gadiano was born in the Visayan island of Leyte Philippine Islands in August of 1947 and currently resides in Delano. Roger and his family migrated to the United States in 1954. His father was a United States Army veteran, thereby granted United States citizenship. Roger was a graduate of Fremont Elementary. Yeah, go Warriors. Yeah. Delano High School, go Tigers. And Bakersfield College.
Renegades.
Throw that guy out. After Bakersfield College, Roger enrolled at Cal State Long Beach. He was drafted into the U.S. Army in 1970 and went through basic training at Fort Ord, Monterey, California, advanced infantry training at Fort Polk, Louisiana, and reconnaissance and patrol tactics at Fort Benning, Georgia. In Vietnam, Roger was a sergeant in charge of 9-man reconnaissance patrol squad. Roger's combat assignment was to gain intelligence about the Ho Chi Minh supply trailers west of Saigon, bordering the Cambodian border. Roger was honorably discharged in 1972. In the community, Roger has served in many capacities. He spent many years on the City of Delano Planning Commission and was one of the original organizers of the Delano Philippines Weekend. Wow. Roger also played a major role in many of the Filipino community activities over the years. Currently, Roger is a member of the Delano High School's Athletic Hall of Fame Committee. Give our Grand Marshal a big round of applause. Now, before I introduce other special guests that are here today, I want our Grand Marshal to come up and say a few words, if he'd like to. Roger?
Stand up, Roger.
I am standing now. I had something prepared. I want to thank everybody for coming here. The first breakfast for the Grand Marshals. Thank you very much. Some of you are my friends, some of you are my veteran friends. Some of you I went to school with in the neighborhood. I'm a Delano boy. Even though I was born in the Philippines, I'm stuck here. I've got a short speech, but I got a longer list of veterans that I want to recognize because I'm not the only one. There's a whole bunch of us in Delano because back then we had the draft. And when they called you and Uncle Sam said, come, you better come. Because if you don't, you had no choice. You either go to jail, go to Canada, or leave the country. You know, and I sure in the heck didn't want to get my dad mad at me. Well, I went to Nam because it was my duty, okay? It's for my country. Okay. I got this little speech that I wrote this morning. It is an honor to be selected this year's Memorial Day Veterans Grand Marshal. However, there are many more Vietnam-era veterans in this surrounding area. Nonetheless, I'm very proud to have served in the United States Armed Forces during the Vietnam War. I believe in what this country stands for, freedom and equality for all. It's a land of opportunity with democratic institutions. It is not perfect, but I don't want to live anywhere else. This is America. This is what it stands for. And you know, it gets better all the time. However, in honoring me, I would like to acknowledge those who served the United States Armed Forces during my youthful years in Delano area, in the Delano surrounding area. And there's a long list. I have a whole page here. And it starts with my neighborhood, the west side of Delano. A bunch of brown guys, and mestizos, Mexicans, Filipinos, blacks, you name it. We had them all. I would like to acknowledge Balno Nadell. He went in about 1965. He should have got a Medal of Honor. He was a Delano graduate at 63, and he was in the Mekong Delta. And the Mekong Delta was a hot spot in Vietnam those days. It's water from the Himalayas, Mount Everest, all the way to the ocean. And then the Mekong Delta was the tail end of it. And it was full of infiltration from the Viet Cong and the North Vietnamese. And Ballo Nadell got awarded a silver medal with 3 clusters. He should have got a gold medal. What he did was, their forces are being overrun. So he told his platoon to leave, and so he manned the M60 machine gun post. And everybody scattered, everybody took off, but he protected them. He died serving the country, saving his fellow soldiers. You know, just because he's Filipino doesn't mean he doesn't deserve a higher award. So I'm gonna try to pursue that. We have other Silva. I forgot his first name. He died in Vietnam. Roger Mitchell, Wes Mitchell's younger brother, died in Vietnam. But here's the list. My brother, Wilfredo Gadiano, 22 years old. The neighborhood, Marcos Lurigo, bunch of homies. Joey Sanchez, Marit Chapula, Clento Espinosa, Victor Manzano, Raul Plasencia, Charles Arcida, and my good friend Max Subiaga, and my neighborhood, the Marine Paul Tabian, Bindoy Cortilon. They were survivors of the Khe Sanh massacre. They were overrun by the North Vietnamese. I mean, Paul got shrapnel in his shoulder and it came out his thigh. U.S. Mariner, way back in 68, 69. These are my buddies. These are my neighborhood. I mean, they actually served. I want to keep going. As Victor Mazzano, Raul Plasencia, Charles Arcida, who was a submariner. My good friend Max Viaga again. And then from the black neighborhood was Joe Bonner, U.S. Coast Guard, Kenny Tinney, who became a gunny at the Marine. Served 30 years United States Marine, Vietnam veteran, my buddy, my neighbor. Henry Ascension, who died in Vietnam, my neighbor. Joe Lugo, Joe Lukey, John Rafael, who was with artillery in Vietnam. Jerry Vasconcello, a Filipino buddy of mine. And of course, my good buddy George Villegas, Lydia's brother, daughter of Dolores and George. He had an easy job. He drove the colonel's Jeep. But that's still a job. Houston, my late friend Floyd Gozi and my Air Force buddy who flew in Vietnam to save some of the people, Cesar Jose. Cesar, United States Air Force, veteran, 23 years. Armando Angulo, Air Force. Jerry Angulo, his brother, U.S., so there was all forces. Robert Mata, the mayor's son. He served, he was in the Navy. And then Alfred Yanez of the Yanez family. Abraham Ramirez, the Ramirez family. Another Filipino, Conrad and Roman Jasmine. Luis Avila, Delano guy, played trumpet. He was so good. He was in McDonald's All-American Band. Modesto Flores, I guess some of you know him. You know, Melvin Agbiani. That's just some Delano people. Then there's Greater Delano. Anyway, there's more. There's Dennis Phipps, my brother-in-law, and his brother Don, who's a colonel in the United States Army. Buzz Goodman, his father was the president of the bank here in town. Buzz was a captain in the Green Berets in Laos, training the insurgents. What a history that is. I asked him about what you did in Vietnam. He didn't want to talk about it. A lot of us don't want to talk about it. And there's Joe Lujan, Navy. This early mark guy, Ventura Garza, who was a chef, actually a cook in Vietnam. Let's see. And then there's Jack Wilson. And another one is Wilfred Baltazar from Early Mark. Nicholas Baltazar's younger brother. Then from Rich Grove, there's Enoch and Enos Flores, the brothers. And then one of the Delano's greatest football players, Sergio Castillo, was a non-vet. There's an Armando Natera from Early Mark. And two more Filipinos is Art and Tony Mascarenas. And I know there's probably, there's more out there. Please excuse me, this is off the top of my head. And these are my buddies. I grew up with these people. You know, I dated their sisters. It was all clean. But anyway, you have to excuse me if I've forgotten some names, but these are just a few. There's probably a whole lot more out there. And you know, what that tells me is that they served our country, you know, and you know, we're a bunch of farm workers. Good. You had something to say?
I know. I'm just going to give you a hug and I got it.
And he just spoke about you over.
See ya. If there's anybody that I failed to mention, if you could raise your hand, just say it. But these are people in my era, my time. You're talking early 60s and early 70s. Well, I'm that old. I'm probably older than most of you, except for Pearl.
Bueno, maestro.
Class of 1940. Anyway, I thank you for coming, and I'll be back next year to honor the next person that the committee selects. Thank you very much.
We also picked a good comedian.
Yeah!
Good show, Raj. Good job. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you your Kern County District Attorney, Cynthia Zimmer. Say a few words.
Good morning. It's certainly a privilege to be here for my second time in this parade. It was a great time last year, and so when I was invited to come back, I jumped at the chance. Wasn't the food delicious?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. That was incredible. I'm here today with some of my coworkers. Prosecutor Joe Lindahow, your mayor, is also works to seek justice for this community. Investigator David Hubbard is here, as well as Sally Garcia, my trusted confidant. So thank you guys for coming out and supporting this endeavor. Thank you for you veterans who served. Thank you for fighting for our freedoms. But I also want to thank your family for supporting you while you were gone. People forget about the families who are left behind, carrying on everyday work, trying, you know, hoping for the best and praying for you, as well as your friends, your pastors, people in your community that supported you and hoped that you would come home. Today, I remember my father, United States Army Sergeant Eugene Franks, who served in the Pacific Theater in World War II. I remember my brother, United States Sergeant Eugene Franks Jr., who served in Vietnam. And I remember my cousin, United States Army Private Carl Hume, who died at the Battle of Ia Drang in Vietnam, the first soldier to die from Fresno County. So this means a lot to me to be invited to be in any Veterans Day parade. But thank you again for having me.
Thank you, Cindy. Appreciate it. I appreciate you also being here. Thank you. All right, I want to recognize a few important folks that are here. I want to recognize the mayor of McFarland, Mr. Saul Ayon. Mayor Ayon, can you stand up? Let's see. Thank you for being here. I see McFarland, Wasco, and all these cities around as our partners in the community, so thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Our own council member, City of Delano, Liz Morris, would you please stand up and recognize her? And is there anyone here from Melissa Hurtado, Senator Hurtado's office? Anyone? Okay, I know Clarabelle Gutierrez is here from Dr. Jasmine Baines' office, so thank you for being here. Before we end this short program, we have a couple of recognitions that we'd like to present to our Grand Marshal. Why don't we start with Congressman Valadeo's representative, Zach Bamba. Sir, would you come to the podium?
Good morning. Roger, can I have you up here, please? On behalf of Congressman Valadeo's office, I want to thank you for your commitment to serving the community and our nation. We really appreciate what you do and your sacrifice, your selflessness. Thank you again for everything that you've done, and I hope to see you continue to serve. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Roger, on behalf of the City of Delano, we present this certificate of recognition as being our 2023 Grand Marshal for the Veterans Day Parade. On behalf of a grateful city, we honor and thank you for your service to the country and our community. From the jungles of Saigon, Vietnam, to your pioneer work in the Filipino community, you're a great example of a true Delano hometown hero. Congratulations, sir.
Yeah, here we go. Sorry.
That concludes our program. Enjoy your breakfast. And we got one more.
It's the mayor that's not used
Hold
to
the
seeing
stop.
me in different.
Hold the phone.
Yes. No, I apologize. Sorry, mayor. You know, because mayors used to see me everywhere, so you know, but I do work for the Assemblywoman, Dr. Jasmine Baines. And Roger, can you please come? Buenos días a todos, bendiciones en el nombre de Dios. So you know, people not used to me being around, so I do work for the Assemblywoman, Dr. Jasmine Baines, and it's an honor and a privilege to have one of our own hometown heroes, Roger. I don't know a lot, but I'm willing to learn, and so I know that this is the right thing to do. So on behalf of the Assemblywoman, Dr. Jasmine Baines, a certificate of recognition for your hard work and dedication, not only to the city of Delano, but to the state and the United States of America. So here you go, sir. Thank you for your service.
All right, that concludes our program. I'll see everyone at 10 o'clock for the parade. Enjoy the breakfast.
Riding along, one applause and welcome to Intern Chief, Larry Dickinson. And he's joined today by entry number 2, none other than Fresno State Air Force ROTC Honor Guard, presenting our colors for today, looking beautifully in their uniforms, holding flags, high and proud. Warm welcome and a big thank you to them for today. Coming up next, number 3, none other than give it up for our Grand Marshal, Mr. Roger Delano. Roger Delano was born in the Siam island of Leyte, Philippines Island, in August of 1947, and then resides in Delano. Roger was then migrated to the United States in 1950. States citizenship. Roger is a graduate of Fremont Elementary, Delano High School, and Delano College. After making some dollars, Roger enrolled in the United Army. He was drafted into the U.S. Army in 1970 and went through basic training at Fort Worth, Monterey, California, and advanced infantry training at Fort Polk, Louisiana, and reconnaissance and patrol tactics at Fort Benning, Georgia. In Vietnam, Roger was a sergeant in charge of the 9-man reconnaissance patrol squad. Roger's combat assignment was to gain intelligence about the whole team supply chains west of Siam, bordering the Cambodian border. Roger was honorably discharged in 1972. In the community, Roger has served in many capacities. Spent many years on the City of Delano Planning Commission. One of the original organizers of the Delano Filipino Weekend. Roger also played an major role in many of the Filipino community activities over the years. Currently, he is a member of the Delano High School Athletics Hall of Fame. Our Grand Marshal, Roger Delano. At this time, we're going to present our Grand Marshal with our flag, presented by our Hometown Heroes Committee Chairman, Mr. Joe Lindenhout. On behalf of all the citizens and veterans in the community of Delano, we proudly and respectfully present this flag of appreciation to our Grand Marshal, Mr. Roger Delano. Ladies and gentlemen.
Do you want to go ahead and present it? More? I got one more from the senator. Which senator? Senator Melissa Hurtado, Representative Gaston.
And at this time, Representative Melissa Hurtado is presenting Joe. Also with a special accommodation to commemorate this special day, named as our Grand Marshal here today for our Veterans Day Parade. Once again, Roger Delano, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, sir. Welcome home.
And I got pictures of you on side. Yeah, that's right.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask if you are able to please rise and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem. Today's national anthem will be sung by a well-known artist locally, he's known as Baker Show Music Award Choice and Kern County Search for Talent. Give a warm welcome for Kumba Perino. Honor Guard will be presenting our salute this morning.
Honor Guard, half right, face. Ready, aim, fire. Ready, aim, fire. Ready, aim, fire. Freeze it. Start.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause. Spring Valley Citizen Honor Guard. Another way to start the parade. Make some noise. Delano, where you at? Pittsburgh, where you at? Irvine, where you at? McCormick, where you at? Third County, we are here. What a beautiful ceremony to start this parade, ladies and gentlemen. Let the parade continue.
Forward, halt.
And please feel free to take as many photos as you like, make as many memories out here this morning, man. What a beautiful presentation. Good morning, gentlemen, good morning. Thank you for your service. Welcome home, brothers. All right, and another round of applause for our Spring Valley State Prison Honor Guard here. Out in full force, looking beautiful in their uniform. Coming up, entry number 4, 3A, California Highway Patrol. Serving our statewide local community. And homes walk every reside. Thank you for your service, sir. Number 5 entry, Lincoln County Fire Department. Engine 34 representing a nice flag. Flying beautifully, thank you for your service. What about that? All right, another entry, number 4, California Highway Patrol. Thank you for your service, sir. Looking beautiful in your colors this morning.
Sam, we don't want
Up next, Sergeant Tafoya, Kern County Sheriff's Office, salute to military, crime prevention unit. Want to give them a big welcome. Sergeant Tafoya, yes, lovely escort. Good morning, Sergeant. Thank you for your service. Entry number 5. Up next, number 6, entry number 6. The Moscow Police Department with a beautiful squad car. This patrol unit is the new City of Moscow Police Department, which will be in full operation in early 2024. We're here today to help support veterans and give us a glimpse of the support the City of Moscow is helping to provide all of our surrounding communities. Entry number 7, McFarland Police Department. 49 and 50. I'm here today thanking our troops and first responders. Thank you very much for your service. Entry number 8, County District Attorney Cynthia Zimmerman. 7A, Kern County Probation. Entry number 7A, Kern County Probation. Now, entry number 8, Kern County District Attorney Cynthia Zimmer. Her attorney's office, led by District Attorney Zimmerman, the attorney's office expresses their great appreciation to all serving military and first responders for your sacrifice to our nation. Kern County is blessed to have the continuing participation of veterans and law enforcement agencies that keep us all safe. Happy Veterans Day. This is Cynthia Zimmer. All right, up next, Mr. Arnold Morrison in full force. Let's hear it for the Delano Union School District Soprano Records. Great students, we'd like to show appreciation to all our veterans. The rendition of America the Beautiful. Thank you all for your service, as they say this morning. Let's give them a listen to these young school athletes. Good job. Up next, entry number 10, City of Delano. Good morning to them. Ms. Morris. Good morning. Thank you for coming out, supporting us with the flags. Entry number 11, Sea Flag of America Band. Awareness about the community. They donated $500,000 to homeless vets throughout the country. Today, they are proud to represent our veterans and 1,000 veterans who serve in this community. Thank you very much for your presentation and representation today. Entry number 12, give it up for the Show, Young Marines. others proudly. They thank all of our veterans and first responders today. All right. Our first band for today coming up, number 13, Cecil Band and Science Academy, Victor Band. And Colorado, moving the party to the second annual Hometown Girls Parade. Our patron music that we show our representation for all military veterans and first responders who are trusted by so much to keep citizens of Delano, Kern County, and USA safe and protected. We present our humble performance and a small thank you.
Thank you, vets! Have a good next time!
All right, everyone, let's stay here and round the bar. And they were all accompanied by other Western County Magic contestants and winners representing their distinctive areas. I want to give them a warm welcome this morning, coming out to salute and honor our veterans and first responders.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for your presence.
Beautiful vehicles. Once again, entry number 14, Kern County Corvettes, and the next Kern County Batman. Rolling up, entry number 15, Sergeant Jeff Nagula, U.S. Army, 649th Military Police Company. Memory of Officer Sergeant Jeffrey Nagula, U.S. Army, 649th Military Company. In tribute, Sergeant Jeff Nagula, young enlisted in the U.S. Army, 1979, where he started his military career. MD, 2000. Jeff took position in the United Nations in Kosovo, Russia. He went as UN peace officer. Activations, and joy structured the United States Police Department from ground up. 2003, Mr. Nagula was sought to serve his country in the first wave of the refugee. Then after served 20 years receiving the Delano Police Department before his passing in 2008. He was joined us by the local community and his family. His legacy to his country and city will never be forgotten. Thank you. Chamber of Commerce, led by Sunshine Hernandez and Company. everyone, we would like to wish everyone a happy Veterans Day. And 4th of July will be marked the second annual Veterans Parade, and honoring our hometown heroes. We salute our service members and first responders. Thank you all for your service. Number 17, honoring Delano's Congressional Gold Medal recipients, Filipino American History Society, of Delano honors all who served and bring recognition to the many Delano area veterans. Now deceased who have received the Congressional Gold Medal throughout their service and ways they honor those veterans and first responders who have led that job. Thank you very much for your attendance here today. Once again, number 18, Albert Fernandez is marching at There's loud and proud. Up next, Council Member 19, Salutes to Veterans. Driven by Anthony Cortez. Marine Corps veterans, all veterans, past, present, and future. Senator Fidelis, thank you for your service, sir. Coming out today to show your support. Up next, entry number 20, Assemblywoman Dr. Jasmine Bain. Elected to California State Assembly in November of 2022 to represent the 35th Assembly District, which includes Delano. Today, Dr. Bain would like to honor and thank all veterans who have served our great nation. This country owes you all time of gratitude. Happy Veterans Day from Dr. Bain.
I didn't recognize you. Thank you for your service. Good job, good job.
All right, entrance 21 up next. We would like for the mighty Delano High Tiger Cheer Squad. Participating in all brigades since 1946. Starting back from Honda's Holiday. Today the cheerleaders along with ASB would like to salute all of our veterans and ask the community to join them and give them a big thank you. Coach Aaron Estrada showing his support with his group of basketball players today. Up next, entry number 22, Master Dream Flowrider Bike Club. Jonathan Hernandez, president, wants to thank his brother-in-law, Jose Antonio Rodriguez, for his given support and service in the Marines. Vice President Juan Carrillo would like to thank his grandfather, Mr. Jim Price, Jimmy Lee. I see you, baby. As they are here today for showing their support. Once again, we thank them for coming out full force to show their colors and support here for our veterans and first responders. Up next, number 23. Delano USD Education Foundation saluting Albert and Daryl Hennessy. In honor of the father and son, Albert and Daryl Hennessy, both are longtime Delano community members. Both served in the United States Marine Corps, retired sergeants from 1954 to 1958. Today we are accompanied by his lovely wife, Elba Barros Hennessy. Daryl and Elba were sweethearts at Delano High School. Round of applause for the Hennessy brothers for their service to this country. Entry number 24, United States Army, Sergeant First Class Nancy Delano. Represent our local recruiters here in Delano. We all we can be. Go Army. Thank you to our beloveds who are serving close and abroad. Entry number 25, Pioneer Trailblazer Marching Band. Entry number 26, the Delano Bengals Youth Football and Cheer. Two-time award-winning youth cheer team by the Delano Bengals Cheer Squad.
Here we go, we still stand here, you thank you, veterans!
Alright, moving along, entry number 27, Seropolis International of Delano. Organization promoting the best of women and girls. Started in 1949 and has been part of the community for 74 years. Writing in support of Seropolis is Todd Crenshaw, U.S. Marine veteran, and Charles Delano, who also served in the United States Marines from 1968 to 1972. He was along with his wife of 50 years, Laura, member of the Seropolis. Round of applause. Entry number 28, give it up for the City of Delano employees. Our veterans riding along their float. Officer Ferdinand Rivera and company, thank you for your service. Number 28A, Edwin Felix, showing his pride and supporting out here today our veterans and first responders. Big welcome to him and his presentation. Up next, entry number 29, Hall Ambulance. Thank you for serving. I want to say thank you for serving your country. Kern County, Hall Ambulance is taking a symbolic pause to honor its employees and all others who proudly serve in our United States Armed Forces. We thank you for your service abroad and here at home. Pick it up, 4H. Delano 4-H started in 1931 to help educate our youth for a responder prosperous future. Today they'd like to thank and welcome our veterans and first responders. Beautiful glow. All right, before we leave here, all the noise comes at you with a thunder. Number 31, Joe with the black. Riders shining large light and love for people. Today we thank them for participating and honoring our veterans and first responders. service organization is proud to wave the flags of our great country. It's great military branches like you that we honor and give our gratitude. Entry number 35, Flood Ministries. Today, they give tribute to our veterans and first responders. Flood Ministries is Drew's home. Thank you, thank you.
I'm ready for a free shot. You like my buddy? Smile,
Number 36, Jerry Dodson, Tractor Supply Company, located at 914 Coming On Road, would like to give all of their praise and salute to our veterans today, and we thank them for taking part in honoring our veterans and first responders today. Tractor Supply Company, for all of their tractor supply needs. Number 37, for the Venus Market Grant, of the direction of Miss Marissa Loyola. Let's give them congratulations. Association, along with Grand Marshal Manuel Perez, King Daniel, and Queen Evelyn, and title clocks would like to honor our veterans and Grand Marshal Roger Delano. Thank you for your service to our country, so we may have our freedoms. You are heroes forever. We are grateful from the bottom of our hearts. Delano, win a harvest. Number 42, Delano Community Chaplains, Carmelo Manuel and Alma Lopez. Community Chaplains, the mission is as United States Community Chaplains Association promotes quality chaplains throughout the community and our counties. Today we thank them for coming out to support all of our veterans and first responders. Delano Community Chaplains. Harvest International Church has been in Delano for 23 years. Church founded by Pastor David Beavis, a church for all people honoring all veterans and hometown heroes. We thank them today for participating in our parade.
Marty, Isabel.
Up next, entry number 45, Veronica Vasquez for Supervisor 2024. I'd like to thank her for coming out today to support all of our veterans. And on the side of the vehicle, she has some pictures of our veterans, local and abroad, who she'll be honoring today. Thank you very much for helping us honor our veterans and first
I
responders.
didn't see her. Is she in there? She's inside. She must be inside.
Nah, she didn't make it today.
Oh, okay. Oh. I thought she was so young. Turn around.
Hey, how's it going?
Okay. Marty was so young. I don't know. She's so little.
Up next, entry number 46, Chris Matthews for Congress. Mr. Matthews is an Army veteran from Fireball, California, and has a firm stand on love for God, country, and family. Today, he'd like to thank all of our first responders and veterans, and thanks to the city of Delano for allowing him to come out and celebrate today's festivities. Thank you for your service, sir. Up next, entry number 47, California Rural Legal Assistance. It's a free legal service to the community in housing, education, and employment. Today, they'd like to thank our first responders and veterans, and thank everybody in Delano for coming out to allow them to participate in honoring our first responders and veterans. Entry number 48, David Couch, Kern County 4th District. Kern County's 4th District Supervisor. Today he'd like to thank the city of Delano for allowing him to come out and participate in honoring our veterans and first responders. Thank you, Mr. David Couch. Entry number 49, honoring early mark veterans. Delano Joint Unified High School District Board Member Valerie Johnson Gorosby and honorary mayor of Early Mark, Joe Cardona, have worked together to gather names of early mark veterans. Thank you for your service and sacrifice that represents the best of U.S. and the very best of Early Mark. Thank you, Mr. Cardona. Thank you for your service, sir. Every year he also gives a lovely speech at our Memorial Day services at the cemetery. Thank you once again, sir. Up next, entry number 50, Mr. Abel Stone of Delano. Today he's representing his grandfather, E.P. Acosta, who served in World War II. I'd like to give him a warm thank you for honoring our veterans and his grandfather today for his service. Thank you, brother.
Other side. That side.
Entry number
Other
51,
side.
Global Skincare Federation. Today they'd like to thank all of our veterans and first responders. Today they're accompanied by the Cicerone group.
Okay, stop! Go ahead, Mama Olivia!
All right, we're about to see something spectacular, fans. Nice presentation here. These young student athletes. Another round of applause for all of those young student athletes honoring our Veterans Day and getting it done in and outside of the classroom. Thank you very much. Awesome job. Awesome. All right, entries. Number 52, 53, and 54. Mo Reed, post 124. Otherwise known as the Legion family, led by past commander Casey Rhodes. Mo Reed, post 124 members representing our local post. Casey Rhodes leading the way. Morning, Casey. Thank you very much. Entry number 53, Road American Legion Post 124, showing off some other historical collection with the Model T and military cannon. We thank them very much for being out this morning.
Come on, brother, I'm taking you home. Come on, brother, I'm taking you home.
Entry number 54, American Legion Post 124. POW flag presented by Eric Schroeder's vehicle. American Legion proudly honoring Vietnam veterans 50 years after their service. And they'd like to say, after all these years, if you hadn't heard it yet, welcome home, brothers. Welcome home to all of our Vietnam veterans. Once again, thank you to the American Legion family making their way down the parade avenue here. Also from the American Legion family, entry number 55, the American Legion Women's Auxiliary. Mona Perez, looking good to that cannon. Auxiliary Unit 124 Delano is celebrating 102 years since the organization began serving the veterans of our community. All right, up next. Entry number 56 from the American Legion family, post 124. Sebastian Zakarin, commander. American Legion has 103 years history serving our community and local veterans. And today, we have to welcome all right, 57. The armed forces recruit and red shirt riders. This organization takes pride in escorting all of our they escort them on their day deployment, as well as coordinating and other escorts such as funerals, stigmas and misconceptions surrounding mental health and look forward to supporting any veterans and first responders they can help and support.
Thank you guys very much.
You know, when I was in school, we used to sing something like this. Listen here. Oh, beautiful God, spacious skies, far and the waves of rain, far purple mountain majesties. Well, now wait a minute. I'm talking about America, sweet America. You know, God done shed His grace on thee. He gave me a crown.
This is being a family and everything, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Like this, however, a couple different ways.
Hey man, they signed Muncie for 2 years, man.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.